Hello, hello, it's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the UK. I'm back with another Copying Cards Live. Good afternoon to you. A couple of minutes late, I was trying to stream through some streaming software, which was not working, but here we are. Do let me know if you're watching, let me know where you're watching from. I would love to know. Today or this afternoon, is that the mark on my... I think that's a mark on my camera, on my lens. Oh no, it's a mark on my screen. That's fine. Today I am using Elephant Parade stamp set. This is a beautiful little stamp set. It is from the annual catalogue. I haven't long got my stamp set, this one. I like to keep purchasing from the annual because it's such a great catalogue. I have got lots of stamps to use. Hi Shaz, good afternoon to you. And I love this one. And I've not really played with it very much, so I thought it was time to crack it open and play with it. In fact, I've not played with it at all until now. So I've put a couple of background stamps in with it as well. So we've got Elephant Parade. Now it comes with, it's a bundle, and it comes with the dies. All the dies are cut out, all the elephants, the little mouse, the little monkey nuts, the balloon, the grass, the bow, lots of lovely dies, so you can cut out them if you wish. And don't forget, if you purchase a stamp and a die together, or the stamp and the punch or whatever, they're often a bundle and you get 10% off if you purchase them that way through my online shop. So we've got Elephant Parade, and I thought we'd have a bit of fun making a couple of cards with it. So let's have a look. I thought we'd start off with a really simple first card. So I'm just going to grab in all my bits and bobs that I've got ready for it. Let's have a look. Oh, I was right out of reach. There we go. Such a lovely stamp set. Okay, so I had a little play with it so that I knew what I was doing. So this is what I have. I cut a card base in just a pretty neutral pastel-y colour. So I cut mine in Pool Party. This is definitely Pool Party. And I have got then a piece of, I think it's grey granite. I want to say I've got grey granite. Am I using grey granite today? Yeah. So it's either grey granite or smoky slate, but that's grey granite. I've got a piece that's a little bit smaller, so a couple of layers on there. And then I've got my insert for the inside of this card. So we can stamp and write our sentiment because it's not white in there. So our measurements are, that's A4 scored in half at 10.5 centimetres and cut in half at 14.8 centimetres. Then my layer on the front is half a centimetre smaller, so that's 10 by 14.3. And then I've gone down again by another half a centimetre, so that makes it 9.5 by 13.8. And this inside one, I always make it the same size as my first layer, which is 10 by 14.3 centimetres. So there we are. Always my regular kind of layers, sizes. Makes it really easy, really simple. Do let me know where you're watching from. I would love to know. Say hello to me. I would love to say hello. Okay, and I've got some circles. So this is as advanced as the card gets today. Our first card. I have cut some circles using the layering circle dies. I've got one in white, and that's to stamp my elephant on. I've got one just slightly bigger with a scalloped circle in the Pool Party. And then I've picked out Petal Pink. It was meant to be Petal Pink. I think I've got Petal Pink. Yes, and that's the slightly larger scallop die. So I've cut those out ready, and they're going to go on my card. So first of all, we're going to stamp our elephant. The only problem is I can't see any comments, if there are any. Let me open my laptop and see where we're at. I can't say hello to you. It's not much fun. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, it's telling me I'm now live. It's a bit late, isn't it? Right, good. So hello Shaz, how are you today? Oh, that's much better. I can actually see what you're looking at. Yes. And also I keep messing with the with the shot. Right, okay, so we've got Elephant Parade. Let's pick our elephant out that we're going to stamp with. And I like, oh, have I got him out already? Yes, I like the one that's sitting up. So I'm going to use him to start with. I keep moving my grid paper, which is quite annoying. Right, Memento ink. I'm going to stamp him up and we are going to colour him in. He's going to look super cute. So let's just, he fits perfectly on this circle. Oh, Shaz, you lost one of your 16-year-old dogs yesterday. Shaz, I am so sorry. That is terribly sad. You just need to take all the time you need. These animals are just part of the family. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. That's just really sad. I'm so sorry. Okay, so we've got our little elephant. He's really cute, look. How nice is he? And I picked out the Smoky Slate, light and dark blends, and I picked out the petal pink that goes with this colour here. Okay, so I'm going to colour in this elephant, and I'm going to colour in some of him in the darker shade of blend. These come as a 2-pack, light and dark, so that you can do your shading. So a little bit of dark across his, I would say nose, across his trunk. A little bit under there where he'd have a bit of a shadow. It is a wild and woolly day here today. It has been lashing it down with rain. The wind has been howling. It's a proper bleak, wintry, horrible day here. I don't know what the weather's doing with you, but it's really miserable here. We could do a little bit more of the sun. We saw a little bit yesterday. We could definitely do with seeing a little bit more sunlight. Feels proper winter. Right, I'm going to colour it in with the light. So I'm going over the top and then just blend around where the dark is. And then you'll see him appear. He's really sweet. And I think these elephants would be great. So you can make all sorts with them. You could make birthday cards. You could make new baby cards. They would be great. Even little get well cards or anything really. Cheer you up cards. You know, sorry I forgot, because elephants never forget, do they? So sorry I forgot card would be good. Or yeah, belated birthday. Here we go. There we are. Okay, so that's the light. You can see the shading around his trunk and around his top of his head. Awful weather there as well. It's so nasty, isn't it? It's miserable. We just need a little bit of better, nice, more weather, cheerful weather. It really brightens the spirits, whatever, I think. Okay, so I'm going to go on the inner part of his ear with the light petal pink colour. It's plenty pink enough, so I don't need the dark one. So that's him done. Easy peasy. Then I need a scrap of white. Let's grab a piece. Because I also thought I would stamp out the balloon that's in the set. I'm going to cut that one out. So this is a symbol card. I'm not using the dies at all. So I'm demonstrating how you can use this stamp set as a standalone without the dies that match, if that's what you want. And then my next card, I'm going to show you some of the dies. It's a fantastic die set. Right, okay. So I've got our balloon. Now, to match, I think we are going to go with the pink. So I'm going to put a little bit of the dark around first. And then I'm going to leave it kind of lighter in the middle where you'd have more of the light shining on the side of the balloon, if that makes sense. There we go. Like that. And then there's a lovely handy die for this balloon, but I'm not using them. I am going to show you how to make a card without the die, so I'm just going to cut it out. Hello, Linny. Good afternoon. How are you, my lovely? Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, Alfie must have heard. He's letting himself in. He's come to look out the front window. He gets a great view from in here. He likes to see what's going on. So I'm just going to attempt to cut this out. It's just a simple balloon, so it should be fairly easy. So if you think you like the stamps, but you're not sure if you'd like to invest in the dies, or you don't have a die cutting machine, or you'd like to see if you'd like the stamps first, you can definitely make lots of cards with just the stamp set. Although, do think about that, because if you think you would go further down the line and buy the dies, if you buy them at the same time, you save 10%, as I said before. So, yeah, you might want to save the money. Here we go. So all the way around. There we go. There's our balloon. There's our balloon. You're good, Lynn. You're just on your lunch. Oh, we must meet. I haven't seen anyone post-Christmas, really. It's been so busy and, you know, we've only been back a week. So, oh, we must get together. Okay, so I've got my balloon and I've got my elephant. And I think what I'm going to do is layer these together with some glue. So I'm just going to stick them together. So I'm going to put my pool party layer on my petal pink layer. Like so. And then I'm going to put my elephant layer on there. Like that. And you can just see those scallop blue edges peeping out. And then what I want to do is pop that on there. So I think I'm just going to put a couple in a chat. Would be great, but work gets in the way. It just does, doesn't it? It's so annoying, this work clock. I'm just going to grab my silicone mat. We'll have to find a way, Lynn. We can do it. We can do it. Right, I am going to put a bit of... These are great things, these little silicone mats, because you can use your glue and it doesn't get on your surface. And it all just peels off. And they're very good. They're fairly inexpensive and they do the job. I got too much glue on this one. Okay, I'm going to stick it down there like that. Actually, I'm going to bring it up a bit so it's up in the air. Like that. There we are. There's his balloon. He's got his balloon. So we've got the elephant stamped. We've got the balloon. Now we're going to have a bit of fun with the background stamp now. So I picked out this brand new background stamp from the new January to April catalogue. And it's called Hand Drawn Dots. Look at all these kind of irregular dots. I really like it. So I thought we'd have a bit of fun playing with it. Okay, so I got the big background stamp on the big background stamp acrylic block. If you don't have one of those, but you do have the Stamparatus, that's very useful for background stamp. Excuse me, I'm having my coffee. I hope you have your coffee. It's coffee and cards. After all, or a cup of tea or something. Right, here it is. Got a bit of scrap paper. And I picked out the ink pad that matches the base. Oh, did I? Where has it gone? I picked out Oh, I know I had it because I was playing with it. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Those are the dies I was using. I had them out to show you. So these are the dies I used for my layers here. Right. And this is the ink pad. Now it's Pool Party. I chose the colour to go along with the background, the base. Right, so let's stamp all over. And if you've got a big stamp like this, it's really useful to bring the ink pad to the bottom of the stamp. Otherwise you can't see where you've put your ink or if it's covered. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp off. I'm going to make this quite light. I want most of the ink to come off. I just want an impression of this lovely big dotty stamp. It looks like snowballs or rain or something. Could be anything. Could be leopard spots, couldn't it? Yes. There you go. How cool is that? Love it. So, but that's, I'm just discarding. I'm going to put this down and then I'm going to take my piece of cardstock and I'm going to put it on. So here's a tip for you. Instead of trying to wangle it over the top, I'm going to put the cardstock on to the layer like that, onto the stamp like that. And then I'm just going to use my fingers. And I want most of my ink to go at the top. I want less down here, so I'm having quite a light touch, but I don't want it completely blank either. So you could use a little brayer, like a little roller, or you could use another, you could use your ink case, your stamp case like that. Oh, it came off. Let's have a look. Oh, brilliant. That is perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. So I tried to put as little pressure down this end as I could and more at the top because I'm going to stamp straight on top here on my sentiment. So I'm quite pleased about that. Okay, so we've got this one. And we have now got our layers like this. Right, let's put our card together, shall we? Very quick and simple. First card. So the layer that we put our background stamp on goes on there, which is really fun. And then this layer goes onto the base, like that. And now you can see how the ink colour matches the base. We don't have to worry about that. It's all done for us, all the matchy. Then I'm going to put him on here. But before I put him down, I'm going to stamp my sentiment. All right, now let's have a think. That's what we've got. I think I am going to put this one that says Sweet Little One. And I'm going to do it in the grey granite. Let's go for it. And I think I might need to clean this one off. Next time I stamp cleaner, because I was using a different colour a minute ago with that stamp. So just get my chamois in. There we are. So Sweet Little One. So before I stick that on, I am going to stamp Sweet Little One. So it can be a new birth card. Now, let's hope I do it properly. It could be a birthday card. You've got balloons in there. And you can see why I wanted it quite light down here so that I can see my sentiment that says Sweet Little One there. Yes. I like it when a plan comes together. And then I'm going to pop on some of the 2022 to 2024 matte decorative dots. I've got mine in a big bag because I had multiple packets of these because I have used so many. So let's grab some of the little ones out. Like that. My pokey tool. There we are. And I'm just going to add a few. Now I'm not going to go too dark because the card I made before I was using a different blue. This is not blue, so I'm going to go for the paler colour. Good morning, Amy. How are you? Thank you for joining us. And there you can see it. I haven't stuck this down yet, but you can see it tones in. rather than using the very dark Tahitian tide colour. Right, let's bring that down here like that. I think I'll glue these on now. Let's grab some dimensionals. Here we are. So let's use about, how many do you think we need? Okay, we're going to go for 5. That's a bit extravagant. And we're going to put one on the back of the balloon so it's all at the same height and it doesn't get squashed. Squishy squished. So I have been very busy planning my, or getting my classes advertised. So I've got a class coming up, a daytime class coming up on the 22nd of the month. So if you live locally, it's a face-to-face class. Booking is open this week. So if you would like to come, do book a spot. And you can find that over on my website under January day class. And it's at inkstampshare.ink. I would love to see you. It's going to be a real fun one. It's a special class for January because I don't generally have them in the daytime. I generally just do an evening class. This is an all-day one. How exciting. So I think I'll put that one there and another one. Let's go a bit mad with these decorative dots. There we go. So we got that. We got that. And we've done all of that. So that's our front of our card. And then in the inside, that's going to go here. So I will stamp Sweet Little One again because I don't want to grab out another stamp set, but I have got one with baby sentiments that I can use as well. Or I could put What a Happy Day. What a Happy Day. That would be lovely. I think I've got it here. Yes, let's do that. Grab a first block I could reach. Some large block. What a Happy Day. Let's grab the same ink. Pop that one in there. Perfect. And should we put another little elephant in there? I haven't used any of the other ones. Let's use this one. He looks like he's going for a little wander. Oh dear. I will put the sticker on. I was going to be lazy and say, oh, I'll put the sticker on later. No, let's just do it. And you might help somebody who's watching who's never worked out how to put the stickers on, because I have had that. I have had people come to me and ask them, how do I put the stickers on my stamps? So you take this sheet that comes with your stamp set, you take off this protective backing, and there's normally a line down the middle and it comes in 2 pieces, and this bit is now very sticky. And now the trick is to stick this piece exactly in the right place. If you get it a bit wrong, it won't come off again. So be careful of that. Get it as, as near as you can. Okay, so there we go. And that makes it super sticky to stick to your block. So I'm going to take the sitting up elephant off there and put him on here. And I'm going to bring him in here. He's super cute. Love him. So you could use this for a new baby. And actually, you've got pink and blue on there, but I would probably, for this way round, I would probably use it for a baby girl. Not that it really matters at all. But you can definitely change your colours to what you want it to be. Okay, so let's just quickly colour in our elephant before we stick it down. He's cute, look at his hair. Do his toenails, hoof nails. Are they hooves on elephants? They must be. They must be. Look at his little tummy. and his little trunk. And then we'll go over it with the light Smoky Slate blend pen. So I'm using Smoky Slate Dark and Light. And this is the light. And that was the dark. So I'm just going to go over it. And I'm not very careful with my colouring in. You will take, you can take more time over yours. But I'm not, you see these people who create amazing works of art. I'm not one of those. But I think, you know what, it still comes out and it still works and it's great. I don't think you can go too wrong with these pens. This is tail. Right, so I tend to fill it in. And then I'll go back over it. It's the eyebrow. Like that. All the way around. Okay, so now you can still see where the dark and light shades are. So this is where I just blend it. And the light shade will blend the light and the dark together. The same on his head. And around his nose. His trunk. There we go. And then I will bring, oh, look, I forgot a foot. I forgot his little leg. Aww. And then I'll come back in with a light petal pink for his ear like I did on the front. Simple, so you don't need a lot of colours. If you don't have the pens, if you're using the elephants, you could get the Stampin' the dies and you could just get a couple of the colours and you'd be away. Be great. So I will look up in the catalogue in a minute, this stamp set. Don't forget we have Celebration on at the moment. So if you spend £45, you can choose a Celebration item for free, which is pretty impressive. Just January through February. Okay, so there's our first card. How cute is that? Sweet little one. What a happy day. I'm quite pleased now I have a new baby card in my stash. Perfect. Because I do make a lot of other cards like birthday and thank you cards, and then you kind of forget to have this kind of card ready. And all of a sudden you need one. Okay, I did make one beforehand. This was my one I made and I was using dies with this one, but I thought I'll change it up. So I used the same background stamp. I used Coastal Cabana instead of the Pool Party. I changed this up slightly because I actually coloured in and die cut the elephant with this one. So I wanted to stamp it straight on and make the card a little bit more simple without the dies. So I just stamped it onto this one. And I used one of the stitched, what are they called? I constantly use these stitched dies. They're really good value. And I just stamped my sentiment on there and added a bit of linen thread. I use the same matte dots. I have a naked card. I must sort that one out. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Amy. Thanks, Lynn. So this one's not naked. What's this? What are these stitched ones called that I constantly use? I've got them out on my desk somewhere. Oops. Love them. Anyway, so one with the dies, one without the dies. So you can definitely make a beautiful card without using the dies if that's what you wish to do. But now I'm going to step it up a little bit, bring it in. Now this is another quick and easy card using the same stamp set, but I'm introducing the dies for this second card. Same measurements for my card base, same measurements for my card insert, and then same measurements for my first layer, but then I've gone down a size, and this middle white one leaves a bigger border. So it is 9 centimetres across by 13.3 centimetres down. Okay. So then what I've done is I have stamped the elephant and I've die cut him out. There's also a little mouse and I have die cut him out. As you can see, there's that elephant and that mouse. And then there are also, in the die set, there are some monkey nuts that are embossed. So cut them out and emboss them. Let me show you. Then peanuts, not monkey nuts. So peanuts. So that you cut them out and they are already embossed, and they are, I've done those in crumb cake, so I've done some of those. I had to do 2 lots because I dropped all my nuts on the floor and I couldn't find them all, so the peanuts are floating around my floor, honestly. So how ridiculous I am. I'll find them later. So here we go. This die set's amazing. You can cut out the elephant that was walking along. You can cut out the one that's sitting up. You can cut out the other one that's also kind of strolling about here. You can cut out the balloon. When I made that original card, where I put it, I didn't give him a balloon like I did the one I've just made. I gave him the flower. See the little flower? So you can stamp the flower. It's here. And you can die cut the flower out, so that's here. So these leaves, there's a die for that as well. There's standalone leaf dies that you can make a little forest with. There's the dies to cut out the stamped peanut. There's some bows. There's 2 butterflies for this butterfly. And these peanuts, which kind of cut 3 out at a time and they emboss them. So really versatile, but I cut the peanuts out using the die. So I'm kind of cheat. Now, I'm going to put these to the side because I'm not going to use them right away. I'm going to have a bit more fun with the front of the card. So I have got this Stitchery stamp set. I love this. This is also in our annual catalogue. But I was really confused on the best way to use it because my brain wasn't working very well. So let's get my my block, and here's my, it's already inky stamp. But I was thinking if I stamped, because I would like to make a box, a rectangle shape, like a stitched edge around the border. And I thought if I put it across, it's just going to come all the way across. And then I thought, I know, I need to use some post-it notes. So I'll show you how I did it, if I can remember. So this Stitchery stamp set has these stitched, and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's really good. It's got loads. So I'm just going to use the one that I already had out. And I'm going to have a go at just masking the edges so that I can make a border around my elephant. And you'll see what I mean. And use my grid paper to help me line it up. And I'm just going to make a little border here. And I just found these post-it notes in my drawer. You can use any you've got. Here. And then on the bottom the same. So just roughly leave a similar kind of gap. Like that one. And here. Okay, and then we are going to ink this up. Now I'm going to use the grey granite because it's a good colour and I'm using it on the layer. Hi Janice. Hello Janice in Canada. Ah, thank you. You said you overlooked the stitches set and you like what I'm doing with it. Thank you. This is a great stamp and I really couldn't work out how to use it. And then I had kind of a bright idea of how to mask it off. Right, so I'm going to just leave a kind of an even edge from either side. So one here. Fingers crossed this works. I'm going to turn it upside down this time so that it looks like I've drawn it and it's a little less contrived. Like there. So now we have it like that. So I can take these away. But I'm going to bring it and pop it here. On the edge. Same here. That's right, isn't it? I think. Like that. Then I'm going to ink it up again. So if you're brave, you can take a pen and you can do some running dots or running dashes along your project and make a lovely border. If you're braver than me. Did that work? Yeah, not bad. But this stamp set has all the different ones all done for you. So I think I'll turn it around to make it again look like it's not stamped. And just bring it right down. And there we go. Right, let's see how that's worked. And put my lid on. Hooray! That's not bad, is it? Hooray, hooray! I think that's okay. I think I've got that a bit skew on my angle, sorry. Anyway, so there we go. There we have him. Now, I'm going to put my sentiment in next. And did I put last time? Sweet little one. I think I'm going to put What a Happy Day on this one because I think it should be a birthday card. It looks a bit fun. Excuse me. And I think I'm going to come back in with the blue. Balmy blue is what I've been using. Yeah, I couldn't work it out, Lynn. So yeah, just mask the edges. I think it'd be great for the edge of a scrapbook page because that's, if you do a 12 by 12 one, that's a lot longer. So you can go all the way around and make it. But I imagine you still need to mask it at some point. So I'm going to put What a Happy Day in the middle and hope it stamps well after I've done all that. Yes, hooray. That will be fine. And then I'm going to bring back in our little friends here. Now, I've die cut him and he's going to sit on his head. I know you think I'm raving mad. And then he's going to juggle the peanuts. Now, if you didn't have the dies, you could just stamp him on top of each other. That could definitely be done. I think I did it somewhere, but I can't find a piece of cardstock. But you can definitely just, stamp him on top of him if you wanted to. But this is just a lot easier. So I think it's time to colour them in quickly. So I've got the same colours I've been using the whole way, but I am also bringing in the light and dark crumb cake for the mouse, just to give a bit of variety. So, little elephant. And you could put anything on this card with using this Stitchery stamp set. I love it. It's so fun. There we go. Let's just go in with a light one. I don't want to take all day. You don't want to watch me colour in all day. It's so sweet. Last Friday I used the new adorable owls for my live, which was fun. So you can find that here on my channel as well if you're interested in looking at what I've made with those ones. And that the owls are great. They're free with Celebration. I will be using this stamp set in my monthly evening January class. The elephant bundle is going to be the focus for my January class, not my daytime class, my evening class, because I think there's so much you can do with this. Birthday and all sorts. Right, let's colour in his ears. So sweet. There we go. So let's just come back in with the light petal pink. Do his ears. There's a party hat on the Adorable Owls, which you could definitely cut out and pop on your elephant if you wanted. Okay, time for a little bit of crumb cake ink for this little mouse. I don't think I want much of the dark. Such a tiny little image. I think that's probably all I need there. He's a weenie. Hold on. Is that a little bit a little bit nearer for him? Okay. There we are. Here we go. And then back in with that light petal pink. For his tummy and the inside of his ears. He's very happy, this mouse, isn't he? So I think I'm going to stick him up on sticky foam pads, because why not? I'm looking for my sticky foam pads. I have got small ones. I had the big ones out a second ago, didn't I? How odd. I'm always losing things. Okay, I have ones where I need to use the end pieces, so let's do those. Like that. Let's pop him on. Waste not, want not. And a little bit on his ear. And then this card will come together very quickly. So we need to make sure wherever we place him, we've got enough room for that juggling mouse. So I'm bringing him quite the way down there on top of the What a Happy Day. And then pop him there. And the good thing about using the dies is that you don't have to really worry that you've positioned your stamp in exactly the right place. You can pop him on where you want him to be. Okay, now we need... I'm so sorry if you can hear somebody in my house sneezing. We need to put our peanuts where it looks like he's juggling them. So like this. So if we put them like that, and then that there, bring it up. Every time I shut my door, my dog opens it. Right, okay. So that's not much help when there's a lot of background noise. Okay, so I've got my Tombow. I haven't used it for a few days, so let's hope it's not completely... Oh, no, it's not. It's fine. In fact, it's flowing like no tomorrow. See that one? And this one. Oop. And then the top one. What a happy day. We need a happy birthday stamp for this one. He's juggling the peanuts. Right, let's put this together. How cute is that? Oh, hello, Amanda. Oh, I'm not sure why your notification didn't come. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. I'm very well now, thank you, Amanda. How are you? I had that awful lurgy for 2 weeks before Christmas. Right up until Christmas, but I was very lucky to be well enough by Christmas, thank goodness. I hope you're well, because I know there's an awful lot of poorly people with this horrible flu type bug that's been going around that's really nasty. So I couldn't make my lives before Christmas. I was just too poorly. And then I had 2 weeks off for Christmas, which was great. Nice, well-earned rest. Right, here we go. I hope you're well. There's our card. What a happy day. And then, what have I got in this stamp set? I do think I might need to put in a happy birthday. And I might come back and do that later. No, I can't find the stamps. Here they are. We've got... Oh, yeah, I might come back in with a happy birthday, generic happy birthday. We've got, I'll never forget your kindness. What a happy day. Sweet little one and friends forever. But it's so fun. Yeah, I like this as well. Thank you. So I'm not going to stick it down. I always stamp before I stick so that if I make a mistake, we can always use the other side of the card. But it's going to be a birthday card and it says, what a happy day. Amanda, I was just showing us how to use the background, not the background stamp, the stitchery stamps, these with all these lovely stitches, just by masking off at the corners to make a border, and it seems to work. So there, that's what I was just doing. So if you watch it back, you'll find out how I created the border, and I've die cut the elephant and the peanuts and the little mouse on this one. I think I'll come back in with some of these pretty ones, or I might just see what else I've got in my stash that works. Let's have a little look. Oh, I have some sequins, I think. Here we go. Hang on. All sorts here. So I have a little stash of, I think these are all from the brand new catalogue. I think they're all from, well, not all of them, most of them are. This is the pastel adhesive back sequins. Aren't they beautiful? They've not been opened. Oh, so nice. These are in from the annual. These are the faux sea glass shapes. I love these. I've got some of these gorgeous big sequins. These are from one of the new suites in the catalogue. And this is called the gold faceted adhesive back sequins. There's fab. And these are from the By the Sea suite, and they are the flat adhesive backed pearls. But I think these are going to be rather large and might detract from them nuts. These are not right either. These are fun. They may work because they kind of go with the blue. Not sure about those. So let's have a look at the sequins. I've got rather a lot of embellishments. Right. Let's have a look. These are so pretty. I don't know what ones to use. So let's have a look what you get. You get 2 sheets. One has come off on the packaging. So you get a lot of sequins in there, don't you? Are they all the same size? No. So this first packet is smaller and these are slightly larger. They're more a small and a medium. And there are 300 in there. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Should I use the blue? Should I use the gold? Or should I use the pink? What do you think to finish this card off with? The gold, the pink, or the blue? I think you could put anything on there. Let me know and I'll go with your decision. I'm tidying up while you decide. What do you think? I'm tempted to go blue because it's dark enough to be able to carry it off. You're for one of each. And what colour are the elephant's ears and the mouse's tummy? Well, the elephant's ears and mouse's tummy are petal pink, so they're not the same pink as that. And Linny says gold. Right, okay. So that's a definite choice. I think we'll go with the gold. Thank you. Let's just go with it. I think either of the colours would look well, actually. That's why I've asked. So let's go with the gold. And I'm going to use some of the smaller ones. I'm going to go from the... Ooh, I'm going to go from the bottom. They look so cute, don't they? Oh, they're pinging all over the place. There we go. What a happy day. Let's bring that one down a bit. There we go. I think that will work. What a happy day. I might move that other one. I don't know. There we go. So there's our second card for the day, for Coffee and Cards today, using the Elephant Parade stamp set. This one was using the dies, and I've stamped and I've cut out the little elephant, the mouse, and the little peanuts. I've used the What a Happy Day stamp from the set. And I've added in the Stitchery stamp set, and I've just masked it simply using some little post-it notes. Simply done. And my first card, which is migrated, sorry about my arm, over there. And this one, I didn't use the dies at all. I did use a couple of circle dies. You could definitely use a circle punch if you have those, or just cut them out. And I used this lovely big hand-drawn dot background stamp. This is just fab. It's in the new catalogue. I got this one free on stage. It's a great background stamp and I really like it. And I stamped it off onto a piece of scrap paper, and I made sure I used more pressure at the top than the bottom, so I had more room to stamp my sentiment, which is from the same stamp set. This is the first one I did, the practice one, but I used the dies on this one. This one, for Coffee and Cards, I didn't. And this is my one with the dies. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed me playing with the Elephant Parade stamp set today and the other things I've used with it. Let me know if you've enjoyed it. I really appreciate it if you're watching me live. Thank you so much. And please give me a thumbs up. That really helps me. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you like any of the things I've been using today, they are available in my Stampin' Up online shop at katebolt.stampinup.net. And don't forget, at the moment, during January and February, if you place a £45 or a £90 order, you will earn free celebration products, and it will prompt you on checkout to pop those ones in your basket that you might like. Anyway, I will be back on Friday. Actually, Friday I'm away at a Stampin' Up meeting, so it may well be a pre-recorded video, but I will have something here for you. And yeah, I will see you soon. I'll be back next Tuesday live for Coffee and Cards, and I'll see you then. And thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching from the future, let me know where you're from and say hi from Tomorrowland. See you next time. Thanks, ladies. You're absolutely stars for joining me. See you next time. Bye bye.